Impressive.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Are we recording? Okay, welcome everybody to our weekly call. We're on a Tuesday night tonight, and this is really to kick off September. And welcome everybody back because we're coming off of Labor Day weekend, and I do want to welcome our newest member here that I can see, Lisa Silva, to our team.
No idea how this works, so can you hear? It's all good. Yeah.
And then I think actually Diane might be on here too, but I don't know for sure. Diane, are you on?
Melissa?
Yes.
I know Elza is on, but she's not talking because in the back,
Okay.
She's on there.
Okay, no worries. We have a 909 number. I was just trying to figure out who that was.
The 2857 number.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, well, let's jump into
909 is Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, hi. How are you? Welcome to our call.
Hi, I have my sound off because I'm sick.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll fix that. And super excited. So you guys, just so you know, Mackenzie has been waiting literally till she turned 18 to join the team, like literally counting down the days. So I wish you could see her bright, shining face because she's absolutely beautiful. And she's Gina's daughter. So it's really cool for us to have her. So welcome, Mackenzie. Okay, so with that, you guys, I want to jump right into this because I've got a lot to cover. And really tonight is all about you and where we are as a team, where we want to go as a team, and what we've been able to accomplish. So we've got some new people on the line, and then we have, and you guys have kind of been watching and seeing what we've been growing over the past, I would say, year now even. And it's been pretty amazing. Like, we took a couple of days, and I want to thank Danielle for, really being my soundboard through this, but we were able to kind of like put our heads together and reflect over, what's worked, where we are right now, and what we need to maybe fine tune and adjust to take the next steps forward. Right. And the words that come to mind are really surge and then solidify. And if you take a look at the ebb and flow of just any sales cycle, any business really in general, and John, so timely that you just came on right now, our accountant friend can tell us that, every business has a cycle to it. And for the longest time, you guys, we have just been working so hard and revving so much up and just building, that it's not much of a surprise to me that in the month of August, we took a dip. And, part of that is just being human and giving ourselves a chance to breathe a little bit. You can't sprint all the time. And I am a full believer in that this business comes to you in moments, and it's about finding a mixture of people that want to join. Like, you've got your sprinters and then you have your marathon runners, right? And it's really up to leaders to kind of be both. I mean, to be running that marathon and always be plugging into your business and building it, but also to have those moments of sprinting where we can then grow and expand on and get things to go to the next place. So with all that said, what I wanted to say was, in reflection, the things that I jotted down, that I love so much about our team is really, it's who we are. It's our hearts. We have such an amazing group of people that are on this journey and this mission with us. And I think that's what makes us unique. We really bond together and we connect on that level. Our minds are so focused on making a difference and being strategic and having fun and, our vision of what's to come. I mean, I think that we really have done a great job at looking forward and saying, like, how many people can we impact in this amount of time, or, in our lifetime? Like, where do I want to take this business to expand out for my own family, right? And that's a big thing, because I think a lot of people are really, I think the best word is to say crippled, like, by vision. They really don't have that ability to look in the future. They kind of deal with what's right in front of them, and they deal with what's right now, but so many people have given up on dreaming. And I really applaud all you guys, because in speaking with each one of you individually, I know that you have that on the forefront of your mind and your heart, that you have things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, and you see this business as being a real vehicle to help you do that. So that's a big deal. And really our courage, because as a team, we've gone after some pretty feisty things, like really pulled some awesome things off. And I just want you all to feel so proud of that, because it is a collective effort. It is not one person at any given time that ever achieves anything in this business. It is a team. And that's really kind of what's going to set us up to go to the next place. So August was an off month. I mentioned that in the beginning, and it's really time to just reset and re-engage. And the company itself, typically the company says that September is the second highest month and January is the first in terms of volume and growth and all that. But in our team, historically, September has always been the biggest month of the year. So we had a really big January, but for whatever reason, and I don't know if it's the age of most of our population and that we have kids and that kind of stuff, we have a lot of teachers, but historically, year over year, we have always shown that September is just that get back at it and get to work and start new trends and new behaviors and all of that. So I want to like put that in your brain so that you can really see what you're walking into. Just as an example, I got 3 phone calls over the weekend of people that I had been dripping on for a year, ready to make a move. And I was like, in one weekend, I didn't do anything. I like took time off, So it's really interesting how that can kind of come around, but be checking in with all those people that you've planted seeds with now and say, look, this is a really great time. They start building for the winter. It's a great time to start new habits. It's a great time for all that, right? And in terms of a business perspective, it's absolutely a really smart time to get involved because there is so much momentum that it really plugs them into something fun and fast-paced, right? Okay, so in the past 6 months, like I said, we had some major wins. The cycle of our business is pretty simple. It's engage, and the friend just put this in my ear earlier today, and I was so grateful that she did, but it's a cycle of engage, disengage, and repeat, right? So engage, build, get that going. Disengage, kind of take a break, solidify that, all the stuff that you just built, and then repeat it again. So go back in, go, build it, then kind of take, and it's in these tiers. And so I think it's really important. Is there background noise on my side, or is that somebody else?
You know what? I'm going to mute everybody and then unmute yourself.
Okay.
So if I can figure out how to do it for a second. I'll do it one by one.
Okay.
Or my mouse isn't working, so keep going and I'll figure it out.
Okay. But basically what we're looking at is, so we went from December, like straight through. We just climbed a huge mountain, and then we kind of settled over the summer, and here we are again, ready to surge again. And what I want to encourage you guys to really do is to plug into your own business and see, like, where do I want to take it? Because September, October, November can be really, really big months for us. And if we build it strong enough, we can really build in some awesome time to take off in December and spend with our families and kind of take a little bit of a break to come back into January and really rev it up again, right? So you see how the patterns kind of come and go as that lays itself out. But tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about what happens after NMD. We do a lot of training on our team about but we don't do a lot of talking about what happens after that. And I think now is a really good time to kind of broaden your vision a little bit so you can see. And so we as a team can reset a little bit. We were talking, Danielle and I was saying, what are the good, let's think back on the moments that were really amazing, that we were like, having so much fun and really doing all the right stuff. And she said, well, it was when we were making the search for Q, we were making the search for NMD, and everybody was a part of something, right? And I think it's really important for you guys to give us feedback on what makes it fun for you and what makes you want to go and do that little extra bit, right? Like, what is it that keeps you engaged and keeps you focused? And I would love to kind of pass the baton and hear from you guys just some feedback about that, because we want to work all this in. It needs to be fun. Otherwise, nobody wants to do it, So I'm going to call on the teachers first.
You will have to unmute yourself.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that I agree that it was the QNMD surge and the NMD surge that was the most exciting for me. The most exciting part for me was when I just had a lot of team, and they were building team, and I think going for like that initial DDVF right there, like that was the most exciting part, and I had 3 of my team meet it at the same time, which is very rare. And they were excited, and then they passed that on to their team to then get at least to their DD, and some VF. So I think for me, that was the most exciting time. And then obviously with that, seeing my paycheck grow now was also nice. I'm not going to lie. I'm not super, super duper excited, but like summer happened and I'm kind of at a lull, and, everybody has their own issues. But I think that that was the most exciting part for me. Like, of course, we all wanted to help you get to Q and get Melissa to NMD and Danielle to Q, sorry. But I think that was the most exciting time for me. It was like February, March.
Okay. And what do you think was driving that so much? Was it just that we had new people coming on and it was taking them to the next steps? Was that it for you?
Yeah, I think it was the new people. They were excited to share, and their excitement led to the new people's excitement to build their team up. And yeah, I think that was it. Just the excitement of building
Something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who else? I want to hear this from you guys. I really want it to be, because we want to build a plan around what is going to invigorate the team. You know, it just shouldn't just be any one person dictating that. Chrisanne? Yep.
I'm talking and I didn't unmute myself. I think that what Danielle said was huge for me too. Like just knowing that you're helping somebody get some sort of promotion. You know, Danielle, whatever was going on, like even at one point on my team, I think we all got some promotion at one time. Like Elza was doing this, Mimi was doing that. Mm-hmm. Then I got bumped up, they got bumped up, like, and we all had this crazy momentum going, and it just like fuels you to just, I don't know, you know, I remember with Danielle, I think there was something, I was making like a zillion phone calls, like trying to, you know, I mean, but you get this energy in you didn't know you had. So that was exciting for me. And the part that I said about my team, you know, the ones around me too.
Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna, can I say building for something bigger?
Yes.
Bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
For me, that is a big trigger for me when I know that I'm like contributing to somebody else's, like to like the, I don't know, like the team thing for me, I think it's just the sports in me, but that just wakes me up, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who else? Who wants to contribute? Rona, did you take off your mute for a second? I wanted to hear from you if you're there. And I'm going to take a quick picture of you guys. Smile. Just because I always forget to do the pictures. I'm working on it. See, I'm trying to get better. Who else? Shannon, what about you? You were along for that ride. What was fun about it? Like, what did you like? What was what is it about the business that excites you to move forward?
I guess it's the sharing part of it. I don't know, I like talk to people. You know, it's cool to see people's reactions when you're excited about something and they feed off of that excitement. I mean, it's kind of rolling off of everything that everybody else is saying. Since I only have one person on my team and I've kind of been down and out for the last couple months because of all these ding dang accidents. Mm-hmm. It's been a little hard, but I mean, once you get into it again, because I mean, this is now my second time around with this. It's definitely the sharing and being excited about it because it's so great, and then you're just sharing this greatness.
Yeah. Well, and it gets mirrored back to you, right? So when you're passionate about something and you're mirroring that out, like, and you're putting that out, it comes back to you in people's faces and all that. I totally get that.
It's that energy that you're putting out with it, and that energy is contagious. And people, I think we've experienced that in many phases of our growth, and that momentum is we've had that excitable energy, and it is contagious, and it's drawn people in, and it's kept us moving forward, and it's been fun and exciting. And so, you know, we all have that. We all absolutely have that. Like, we've all shown it. We've all been a part of it. We've all done it. So it's getting back to it.
Totally. All right. Who else wants to contribute to this? Because we want to hear from you guys.
And if you are calling in from your phone, I've muted your line. So I'll just try and unmute people because I guess I don't know if you can unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah. Try to unmute Buffy. Yeah, there she is. Buff, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can hear you. Oh, there was my.
You know what has been really exciting for me lately is just truly connecting with my why. Like truly, like this, like why are we doing this? Why are we trying to change lives? Why are we trying to build fun, energetic, you know, life game-changing teams? And that, you're welcome. That totally gets me fired up. And I mean, you can't put money on your why. Your why can fuel you to make more money, but when your why is truly locked in of why you feel, you know, so, oh gosh, what's the word? Fired up to Sorry, I'm at karate right now. Again.
Passionate.
Please go inside and get Addison. So, honestly, for me, it's, again, remembering your why. Why are we all doing this? Why are we changing lives? And when you are changing lives and you are a part of that, I guess that's what I was trying to say. Like, you can't put money on that.
Right.
I mean, this business is such a gift. I mean, it's such a freaking gift that we get to change lives, inspire healthy living, connect with people on a level that a lot of people don't get to connect on, because we become part of their lives.
Right.
And that is so special. That is so special, where it's so much more than Juice Plus. Juice Plus is a catalyst, but when you get to truly be a part of somebody's life and you are changing not just their DNA, but their outlook on life, you're, getting them excited about dreaming again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so freaking fun. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to be like all modest here. I'm in the parking lot and like people are looking at me. But it's like, this is so fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because that's what's coming out of you, and that's what people are going to respond to. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want to get more of. So, all right. So connecting, I wrote down truly connecting to your why. You can't put a price on that. It can drive you to make money, but you can't, it's priceless to achieve and to be working towards that. And I totally agree. Is there anybody else that wants to say anything else before we move on? Because I really do want to hear from as many of you as we can. Yes, no? Okay. If something comes to you, like bring it back, we'll go back to this. But basically, we're kind of at this pivotal point for this team, and we get to decide and we get to define us and who we are. And I just feel like right now for us, it's, everybody was kind of looking at us going, oh my gosh, what are they going to do next? That was really kind of fun.
I wanted to add something.
Go for it. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
How about results? Like when I see results
Yeah.
of the product, it makes me crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Or even on myself or my son or, with my husband, and, he has a headache. I'm like, did you take a Juice Plus today? And, the headache goes away, and it's just nuts. Like I have a person that just signed on that has gestational diabetes. Is actually, he has type A or 1, or I'm not, he's insulin dependent, and he's like a madhouse when he checks his numbers at least like 10 to 12 times a day.
Wow.
And he controls his whole entire life on his diet. And this has just been like a whole like godsend for him.
Yeah.
Basically. So the results just get me so fired up. I'm like, it makes me want to go out and like just tell everybody about it. It gives me the confidence. Like I don't shy away of not saying something, then rather than just mentioning it or saying something or dropping a hint.
Yeah.
Of something. So starting a conversation.
And to be bold. Like I think it's important to be bold because people hear you.
Yeah.
Better. They hear you better when you shy away from what you're sharing. They're like, "Are you sure?" Like maybe I don't know. Like I'm not. Like, are you sure I should try? Whereas when you come out,
when you see results, it just gives you the confidence of like, yeah, this product is great.
Absolutely. And the other thing I was going to talk about, I will talk more about this later, but the other thing that really builds that, you guys, that confidence piece is plugging into conference, like going to these larger events where we get these trainings and we can be there for a couple of days and really be immersed in the education and the awareness and the stories. It's like you hear just the stories of the representatives. I mean, people join this business because they've had a life change. I mean, something has changed in them or in their family or in their child, or in their parent. And it's amazing. I mean, I say this all the time, and I'll say this in my speech, but I truly, I think that Juice Plus has really been a catalyst to really give my dad a decade of life. I mean, I'm so grateful for that. Like there's a chance he wouldn't have even known my kids. I mean, it's a big, big deal. So I thank you for saying that. And so this is all, now I'm all off notes. See, this is why I never write notes, because I never know what's coming next. Danielle always laughs at me. She's like, how do you do that? But basically, I was talking about just like what comes next, like how we define ourselves. So after NMD, this is what happens. We start measuring you based on what we call club levels, okay? And the club levels are, these really awesome things. It's a measurement of how many people you've taught to do the business well. And those are what we call our qualifiers, right? So our goal is to be building qualifiers and transitioning down, paying forward the skills that we've got. And, you know, I've been scratching my head over the past, I would say honestly, 5 weeks about this, you guys, because I have a pretty big goal myself. And there's a couple different ways to do it. I mean, I certainly could, you know, at this point know how to build a qualifier. I could go frontline a bunch of people and get them through their VF and teach them how to do it. But that wouldn't be what this is about. Like, this is a team engagement. This is a team sport, right? And so it's a team win also. And the best way to do it, the way I see it, is to help take each one of you, build you to a qualified business, and then teach you how to multiply that and build 3 clubs and 6 clubs and 9 clubs and 12 clubs and really duplicate down those efforts. Because then what we're doing is what we've always set out to do, which is raise leaders on our team. And that, for me, when you talk about the satisfaction, the thing that drives you, that's the thing that gets me. When I can look at somebody else and I can see, like Danielle and Chris Ann in this 1 year, you know, we've been able to replace their income and build them into, you know, a position to stay at home and do full time, like, or, you know, part time, whatever, but full-time income from this. Like, that to me is like the biggest gift to give forward to somebody, to give them options. You know, how many people have real options in this world? Really options. I mean, when you think about, we could put in, you know, 5 to 10 hours a week right now and build a business that in the next 3 years could be, you know, providing us a retirement of, you know, $6,000, $7,000, you know, a month for the rest of your life. It's just a pretty amazing thing. You know, I mean, most 401ks don't even provide that kind of security these days because you know, there's just so many variables that go into it. So if we can plug into the things that we love, you know, and the things that I saw that I was, you know, kind of writing down, this is kind of what built all the excitement, it built the momentum, but it was like the number of new team members, Michelle, like you were talking about, right? That we were just bringing on new people every day, and it was so much fun. And we were like, welcome, welcome. And then it was like, you know, an HLP promotion and then a VF promotion and another. It was just, there was so much excitement around all of that. And those promotions are such a thing, or something that I think we really need to get back to and help drive us, because again, it's like you're paying that forward to somebody, and it's so fun to, I think, you guys, it's fun to achieve. Like, as adults, how many opportunities do we really have to get out there and really achieve things, right? So this is another thing that kind of propels us. But the number of new customers, you know, that's why we put up those hearts, is to really engage everybody and excite them and get them focused and moving forward. And the number of new qualifiers, because when we get qualified businesses, it's one more measurement of success that we can offer people, you know? So basically, okay, we already did that part. See, this is what I mean, the note part. A building vision, what I wanted to do too is just, in terms of taking the next steps, like for us, I want to plant a couple seeds in your head. I want you to start to recognize and see what this is a part of. This particular conference is the biggest conference and the most important one for our team that we've ever had. You know, it's not just about me getting a title, and I want to make this really clear. I want everyone to really hear my heart on this. It's about our team being recognized on that stage. It's about every single one of you hosting a salad in the jar party to generate points and generate, you know, all these orders. It's about, you know, someone helping their husband not have a headache. It's about someone helping, you know, their grandmother who's going through cancer. It's about someone who's like, I mean, it's all of these things compiled into one recognizable moment to be up there. And for me to look down and thank you all, you know, publicly in front of 8,000 people. I mean, it's a really, really special, tender moment that I take extremely seriously. And it's all because of you, it's all because of you. And so when we look at what's coming next, I really want you guys, I know travel is involved and all that kind of stuff. And trust me, like, I've been to every conference. I know, like, you know, you got to move kids' schedules around and all that kind of stuff, and it's money and it's everything else. But when I tell you that this is an experience, a life experience that you don't want to miss, you really don't want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And I'm not the only one up there. I mean, to see Honeybee after Honeybee going across that stage, you know, being recognized is going to be a pretty spectacular moment for all of us to stand tall in. And, you know, you talk about that vision, seeing what it is and what's available to you. You're never going to know the heart of this company unless you make it there and see them firsthand. I mean, that's really where it all happens. It just builds on that. And I did want to ask, you know, Chris Ann and Danielle, if you guys could share just a little bit about the impact that it made for you. Because I know, Chris Ann, you know, you were really kind of at a crossroads even with Juice Plus and another business and some other stuff. And then you came to conference and some things kind of shifted for you. So I'd love to hear from you. what you think.
You gotta unmute
Yeah,
yourself.
unmute myself. It was really life-changing for me when I went to conference. Everything, like I was coming off of losing a job, you know, and trying to figure out what I was going to do, and, you know, talk about spending money on trips or whatever. And, you know, I had lost my job, so I didn't have income, but I made it work that I went to conference. And I'm like the most grateful that I did go. And it was the energy that was there, just listening to other people talk about their stories. And even the events we attended at night, like whether there was a party or a dinner or whatever, you know, just being with everybody and the team and that feeling, that was like, it's like beyond words. I can't even explain it. It just, and when I first started with Juice Plus over a year ago, Nashville was like right there, right after, I think, and I didn't go. And I wish I had gone now that I, you know, when I think about it, but, you know, I would never miss the next ones. No.
Yeah. That's, I mean, I had to miss my first conference, and it wasn't because I didn't want to go. It was because of a work obligation. There was just no way it was possible. And I remember telling Melissa, like, well, I'm definitely not going to miss the next one. Like, I can see you guys having fun out there. I don't want to miss it.
It was fun.
And so I was at the, you know, Nashville, and it really was very eye-opening. Everything that Chris Ann said, it like really did help, you know, paint a lot of vision. And it was incredible to hear stories, all of those amazing stories. Like training aside, the training that you get there is, you know, really can't put a price tag on it. But then like the stories that you hear from all the new NMDs that are up on stage to, you know, other sideline things going on is, you know, we think like the stories we hear just in our own little community is pretty powerful and it moves you, and it does. But then you hear all these other stories, you're like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. Like so powerful. And also, you know, it's the energy. It's being surrounded by so many positive, you know, like-minded people there on the same mission for the same purpose to really, you know, yes, like for Juice Plus, but it really is to like embetter, is that a word? Embetter? To better, it was a combination of better and empower, I think. To better people's lives, which is like a really, you know, it's really powerful to be around people that all feel that way, you know. It's something that, you know, you go there, you spend your few days there at conference, and you hope to take that energy back with you. But you go too, and you're like, yeah, I never want to miss this again, because it is that incredible. It's that powerful.
And you know, it's funny for me because when I was teaching, it was the thing that got me then was the light bulb moment. And you teachers on the phone know what that's all about, where it's like all of a sudden you see it click in the kids' eyes and they're like, oh, and then like they've got that thing that whatever it is that you're teaching them, right? And they're empowered to then go and do something with it. It's the same thing. It happens all the time. Like, you know, when I turn my head and I can see our team lined up there, and then all of a sudden, like, somebody just starts crying, you know, and they, like, it's something clicked, like, and it could be lots of various different things, but something inside of them just saw something that they didn't see before that they couldn't have gotten someplace else, you know, these little moments where they just really turn your heart on and move us forward. It's just, it's incredible. And it's, for me, that's the pay it forward moment. That's the helper's high, you know, of really like helping somebody get through there. So there's a couple of things that are happening there, and I want you to, you know, just consider this, but, you know, when we go there, so in this particular, in the fall, we have this thing called the Elton's Award, and it's a pretty neat thing, and we have a lot of parties and fun stuff around it. And so it's basically, they roll down a red carpet, and I want to like put visuals in your head so that you can start thinking about the day that you walk down that red carpet and get there. When you hit 12 Club, you get down, you literally, like, they roll down, it's like the Oscars. There's people on the sidelines with the scorecards, like 10, 9, the dress is an 8, like, you know, it's so fun. Like, they're cheering you along the way, and you get on in, and then there's like a reception where they have like a cocktail hour and all this stuff, and then you get in, and it's an all expense paid dinner, and really amazing. I mean, it really is truly just like the Oscars. It's this huge thing. And at the Eltons, they do these things called Elton Awards. And so they recognize, that's where they're talking about this team thing. Like they recognize teams for those achievements. And then the next day they put up on the big Jumbotron the winners of these. And they do Rookie of the Year, 12 Club Member of the Year, 24 Club of the Year, 39 Club, 50 Club, and 100. I think they go all the way up now. And in addition to that, they do some other things. So it's a really big honor to get there. But it's so my passion to bring you guys with me, and to really build that. So I want to know, these are the kinds of things that we should be building for and getting there. And beforehand, we'll have a pre-party, like in my room or somewhere close by where we can, cheers it up. And then you guys will all go do something super fun. And, and then hopefully I'll be dragging Danielle along with me, and we'll head on over there. And tee that up for the next year. But it's pretty awesome. And I just want you guys to be thinking about this company pours so much into us, you guys, that to not take advantage of it, I just feel bad sometimes, that we don't do enough of that. So, I just want to round this out with the thing that's going to get us to where we want to go is events. It's going to be events. It's going to be the same thing you talked about, Michelle, just like bringing on the new team, setting up for promotions, keeping that stuff moving along. And I just want to know if we have your buy-in. Like, is everybody excited and wanting to do this? Because this is a really easy, fun, awesome month to do it. And to re-engage now is going to set you up for a paycheck that carries you through December into Christmas. It really is that kind of a pivotal month where we can get everybody engaged and redirected. And some of the things that we are working on is for the New York team is to get you guys to a 12 club status that's what we want to clear out this month, maybe even more than that. It should actually, based on who's available to help. And then, I think that if we set up some goals and put them out there, but our biggest month in January yielded us 69 orders, somewhere in that range. And I thought it would be a really interesting goal to put out 300, to really start out with a bang and go for 300. And that would be think about the 12-25 system of just, lots of VFs, lots of 12s here and there, and bring on 30 new team members. And things that are going to help you do that are the Karen Jones event that you guys have in New York. I mean, you want to fill those seats. They're really looking to get 100 people in that room so that we can start to get corporate speakers in Westchester County, which is huge. So you guys don't have to travel to the city, and you don't have to go to, Connecticut. That's what you're working for and building for that event, is really bringing it to you so that they can count on us to be, this new open market. So it's a really big deal to do that. And then it's just the in-home stuff. It's a lot of three-way calls. It's a lot of excitement. It's about sharing from the heart. And if you're kind of in a place where you need to borrow some of that energy, you can call on us, and we're happy to transfer that down, right? But all of these little things. I mean, how does this feel to you guys? Do you feel like this is the month where we can really step it up and go for it? Yeah. Michelle's like, I'll do anything if you let me go to bed. All right. Well, if that's the
September groove.
Yeah, that's it. It's get our groove back, right? I mean, that's totally what it is. So Lisa's calling it Step It Up September. I thought we could do something fun. And, do you guys like the contest? Is that fun for you? Because sometimes, I feel like if we hit some thresholds, we should do some rewarding stuff. But
Contests are always fun.
Who's that?
They're always fun.
Gina, is that you?
Might have been background noise. But I said contests are always fun.
Contests are fun. Okay, so what if we raffle off like a Nordstrom gift card? I don't know. Does that sound like fun? And we center it all around new team members, like new team member acquisition. So I think there's different tiers. Like Danielle's already got 3 or 4 people in the system for this month. I know I'm going for 5. Try to just like shoot out like anywhere between 1 and 5. You get your name in. I don't know. Maybe I'll put out some specifics tomorrow. But does that sound like fun? Like, is it something that would get you excited to go for some activity? Okay. Yeah. Bunch. All right. So let's put something together for that. We'll do it just for September to kind of like reinvigorate and get everything done. And then it's just about getting engaged, right? Getting engaged with the local stuff. The Floridians, we got to get you guys to some events. I did speak to Julie Herb, so she's got a bunch of things that are happening down there that you can plug into. It might require a little bit of travel, but then the other thing is we really just want to get as many people to conference as we can. So whoever came last time, plan on bringing at least 1 new person with you. And that's the goal, is we want to keep bringing new people, right? Because, I've been to a ton of them, but I mean, I'll never miss another one. But again, it's all about that new person, to bring that new person and show them and expose them. And we want to represent really big.
And what else is really cool, Melissa, too, just getting back to conference for a second. Whenever in my 2 conferences I've been to, and you see these teams there, and you see like, and we think like, oh, we've got a big team, great. But then you see these other teams there, and you're like, wow, they've got a big team, and they're all like rah-rah-rahing and like so awesome and fun and spirited. And you're like, oh, I want to do that next time. Like we're gonna have even like we're gonna double the amount of people we have now, and have some shirts made up. And
I was going to say we need to get shirts made.
All right, so Paul is working on the shirts. I am not allowed to be a part of it, so somebody help him, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we want them to look cute and fun, right? So, yeah, but we're going to have shirts. We're going to do a bunch. I mean, it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And this is the last thing I'll leave you with, you guys. I didn't get a chance to see Lisa cross that stage. I wasn't in the business yet. For years after that, just kept missing that opportunity. And I felt like it always held me back because I never got a chance to see my leader do it, you know? And here's your chance. Like you get to see us get up there and go do this and to be a part of that. And it sets something in your brain. I'm telling you, that just changes it all, you know? And if nothing else, I mean, just to come and have a really awesome kick-ass party is reason enough for me, you know, but it's going to be incredible. And we room and bunk together. It's like a big old sleepover and it's amazing. And, you know, and the laughter. I mean, I always leave with no voice for like 2 weeks afterwards because we just laugh. We laugh the whole time. Like it's so, so much fun. So I really hope that each one of you will seriously consider just, you know, investing in this for yourself. And really just, you know, the people that come and we start to travel together and we do these things together, we bond on such a level that is really, you can't explain it, you know, and it's just really special. So most of you have free conference tickets anyway. So let's revisit that. Make sure we haven't forgotten anybody on that front. But I love you guys. And, you know, this is your time now. My job is just to pay it forward, you know, really, truly pay it forward. And it's all about you. So let's go make whatever you want to have happen. Let's go make it happen. You know, you can count on me for that. All right. Awesome. Okay. Anything else, Danielle?
No, I think we got it all covered.
Okay. We went a little late, but
I'm going to stop recording. Good night.
Okay.